Welcome, friends, to another section of the Zelda 1 Randomizer Random Percent Tournament. We're in Division 6 here with a second game matchup between Vincent246 and eatmysteel. My name is Magic Friend, and I'm here with CD Improv. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thanks, but we're totally doing deceptive commentary because the overlay screen still says K-Tap, who unfortunately had some internet issues. And of course, a big thanks to MX Allen for doing our tracking in the background today.
We have our remorse flag for today is by Vincent. He has removed the enemy drop groups, so our enemies will drop our normal items this time. eatmysteel is up a game in this match, and the runners are kicking off right now at, looks like, Vanilla 3.
And it's brown, so you know what that means? We actually get to have some form of money today.
Yeah, so, and we can actually find the things we're looking for instead of having to dig out recorders and power bracelets.
Well, I mean, we still might need recorders and power bracelets, but we'll just see what the game throws at us. So the brown dungeon entrance means we have at least a first, if not a first quest mixed overworld. So first quest money, 3 large secrets, and, you know, we'll see what else it gives us. Speaking of large secrets, I got 100 rupee pickup for eatmysteel. It looks like we've got the Triforce definitely for level 1, but whether or not we have 7 or 8, we're going to have to wait a little while to find out. Alright, got a level 5 on eatmysteel side, though I didn't see enough of it to see if we were first or second quest.
That's kind of far to the right for first quest, I think.
Yeah, if we can go up here, I kind of want to see you walk into this next room. Vincent is going to go ahead and I believe, what's he purchasing? Bombs or?
Yeah, he bought a pack of bombs, which is, I like that. It clears out this early corner real fast, and then you can maybe even farm a bomb off of it. And it pays for its money immediately back in the next room.
Yay, that's always good.
Our happy little wood sword in our happy little wood sword cave, so Vincent can start doing some actual combat here.
It's like there are not enough mobs on this Death Armo screen. I'm gonna make everybody wake up. And now I was opening up a tracker. Did we have a candle in our wood sword cave?
I didn't see one, so it looks like we're gonna have to pay for one.
So I'm trying to remember which column we were in when we were in level 5. Did that start in the dash or was that in the L? Do you remember?
We were in the L column, I think.
Okay, then there's a fairly good chance that that's a second quest level 5. Now it does look like we have vanilla shop prices tonight. eatmysteel is also going to take advantage of those early bombs. We should see him get his wood sword here in just a moment. And, you know, if I see that there is no candle here, and there isn't, I would double back immediately to that shop and pick up that blue candle for 60 rupees. So I think that was on Vincent's side. Alright, Vincent's gonna find level 1, and I'm gonna continue on like the chat can actually hear us.
I mean, level 1's a good dungeon to find, and this is... It depends on if you can go left here. Oh no, I think this is actually first quest. Going right up the middle, up 2.
We got orange bubbles, which means that we have second quest monsters. Whether or not we have second quest dungeons, those can roll on. eatmysteel's gonna go ahead and buy that blue candle. I actually think we're in shapes, maybe.
Well, we're in a dungeon. That's the only thing we know.
I mean, we're in a dungeon.
Alright, it's definitely not second quest, because second quest doesn't go that far to the right.
Okay. Yeah. See, that would be helpful. Okay, but yeah, I'd like to see Vincent go in the staircase and see if it's a transport or an item. It is an item. So that definitely rules out second quest.
But it's a heart, which
Yay!
means we've got the shuffles.
Yay! I like that. Well, I mean, it could just be the heart shuffling off the coast or something like that, but it would be really nice if we did have heart shuffle.
It at least means we have item shuffle. So
yes.
We're not on vanilla items.
All right, we can't bomb up there. So again, I kind of think we might be in shapes.
Yeah,
maybe. Because that would have been, wouldn't that have been the central column there? That V?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, we're in shapes. This does not go this far north.
Woohoo! All right, shapes, here we go.
That's why we needed you in the booth, is because the role knew that we needed a sweet seed.
Oh, see, you get brownie points there. And yeah, now seeing that map on Vincent's side, that is most definitely a shapes one. And wow, is that amazingly linear. All right, eatmysteel, meanwhile, he's got his candle. He's got his wood sword. He's headed in that direction, but he's going to do a couple of checks along the way. And if we had a teleporter, I would send you cookies. Alright, eatmysteel is going to come up here. We're going to burn this bush. I imagine we're probably going to continue over into... Oh, wow. Now that's an item. That is an any key as the white sword item tonight. To answer a question in chat, I'm not sure if Vincent already went ahead and picked up a candle. I know he got a bomb pack, but I'm not sure if he got the candle. It was in there. We've got a level 2 on eatmysteel's side.
Yeah, this is also shapey looking too, so that kind of confirms it.
I mean, hey, we've been saying... Oh, I love that this room is in this level. This is the perfectly useless room from 7.
Yeah, I feel like that's why eatmysteel stopped there. Because they saw a couple, like the 5 entrance and stuff, and then they're like, wait a minute, is this... What is this? What is going on?
Yeah, I mean, 5, we didn't have a weapon, so we really wouldn't want to do it. It's a white sword! He got a white sword in level 1. I think it was originally in the center of the room, and maybe one of the enemies picked it up, and that's why it ended up in that top corner.
You wiggled right on over. Wait, if in the top corner, does that mean that also could have been a push block room?
I'm not sure about the diagonal with the stair, but to answer a question in chat, why did eatmysteel pass on the magic key? So the magic key tonight is our white sword item, which means that you have to have between 4 and 6 hearts to pick it up. At 3 hearts, eatmysteel unfortunately cannot just steal it from the guy in the cave.
Oh, this useless room is great, because not only is it useless, we have to clear it.
Exactly, because it's the only way we can go, and it's a shutter door.
Oh, yeah. Look at all the bobs. They're like, here's a bob. Would you like? You want this bob?
Yeah, yeah. You gotta somehow magically clip through the blocks that you can't actually get through. That's so mean, game. All right, here we go. We got 1 left. Really good combat here for eatmysteel to not take a bop at the moment. Well, all right, I jinxed him. We're gonna get the oh, look at this map in level 1. That's fantastic. Now, to go any further to the right, I think we need a key? I'm having a hard time seeing where Vincent's dot is on this map. Now, we already have the Triforce in here, so what Vincent is...
Wow! Level 1 is stacked with combat!
Oh, this is great! We got a wand, we got a white sword, and I believe... There was heart on the floor. In the staircase, actually.
Yeah, and Vincent's out of there. He's got all 3 items, and he's on his way to dig out the rest of the overworld. Still needs a candle.
Yeah. This is the... Yes, he does. It does appear he still needs a candle, or he might have looped down to do all the burn bushes there in the forest. Eatmysteel, meanwhile, is trying to clear this room. Now, it could be a transport stair, but other than that, this room will not drop in level 2, and normally in Shapes 2, there isn't going to actually be a staircase item. Hey, we got a bomb wall, though. Alright, Vincent's gonna go over here and find level 7. Well, I think that might be a second quest 7.
Yeah, you can...
He's all the way on the bottom. He can go one room into the 7 column. The door on... If the left side of that room lets us through, like if we can bomb there, we couldn't pirouette anything straightforward.
I think Vincent did the same thing I thought of, which is, oh, I'll just pirouette it from the left, and then came out and was like,
wait,
that is the one screen on the map, I cannot do that.
Yes, very true. Now, unfortunately, since it is second quest, if it is second quest 7, there is no, there are no walkthrough walls in second quest.
All right, we have silvers in too.
Wow. All right, this could be incredibly fast here. And let's see, level 2. That looks like Big Bird. He's like looking over his shoulder. You can kind of see his tail. Oh, that's a really good clock for Eat My Steel. He's down to 1 heart, so this is going to let him finish clearing this room and get that shutter door open really quickly.
We do have sword beams on in this seat too, which means that we've got a lot of... Our combat is very well fleshed out, and at some point Eat My Steel is going to find one and get those items as well, so... And it looks like Vincent, it looks like you start in that right-hand column in the dash, and you basically have to go through these rooms. So Vincent should end up finding the silvers. So both players will find their combat items very quickly.
Now, it's all really going to just come down to where in the world is the bow? Is anything blocking one of the other levels? Now, seeing that that was second quest, I'm trying to remember if they had the top triangle or the bottom triangle. Because I'm kind of going to need one of them to open up their menu so that I can actually see which Triforce piece they have on that square. Oh no! Cruel. Well, we're ladder blocked in 2. Because as this is not fully segmented, there will not be a transport staircase to take us over there. Now, if I'm Eat My Steel, I finish clearing out any room that I have not yet cleared out here too, in the hopes that maybe there's a really free ladder just sitting there.
He could also give us verification on if Heart Shuffle's on, because if he finds a second item in here, Heart Shuffle will definitely be on.
Yeah, exactly. Though, yeah. Well, I mean, didn't we already have proof that Heart Shuffle was on?
Well, you said that could be the... You correctly stated
coast
it could
item,
be the
coast item, yes. Sorry, it's been a very long day.
Oh yeah, it has.
Alright, so... Here we go. Oh yeah, Heart Shuffle is on. We had 2 items on the floor in 1. Thank you, Alan.
This is a drop room. There's gotta be something in here.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. The mummy might have something in it. Yep, there's blue boomerang on the inside of that mummy. So we have blue boomerang on the floor in level 2. Again, this just confirms that Heart Shuffle is on, as Eat My Steel hasn't yet been to level 1. Hopefully, well, he'll get there eventually. He's going to screen scroll over towards Forgotten Spot. He's going to wait for all these P-hats. Oh no, we're going to miss the first bomb because the P-hats are jerks. Vincent, meanwhile, is on his way over towards the grave with the wand and the white sword. I mean, this is really, really nice. Shouldn't be a lot that we cannot clear at this point. I mean, normal enemy-wise. Now, if we start running into Gomas everywhere, we might have an issue. It's kind of like the guys are going to do like a reverse high five. They're basically going to trade positions. If Vincent doesn't get bopped by Lionel.
Alright, Eat My Steel did find the item underneath the armrest. It's just a heart container today.
Okay, that is definitely useful though. We only have 4 hearts, and that white sword, any key is amazing, and we want it. All right, we're gonna get simultaneous kind of hi and goodbye looks at vanilla level. Oh wow, that was close, Vincent. At vanilla level, that's 5? 6. 6. I always get those backwards. Oh no, Vincent, run! Alright, I like the fact that Vincent gave a cheeky little tap to the normal. So that's where the normal power bracelet would be in the game. So, you know, I kind of like the fact that the heart was just sitting there.
So Vincent has no bombs up here and hasn't found a way to... He took a lot of damage trying to farm a bomb, so if I'm him, I don't know if he knows this, but this screen right here, you can screen wrap to the Death Armos. Oh, he does know this. Great.
Yep, here he goes. Yeah, Vincent's been playing, oddly enough, he's really, really good at swordless. But he's been playing like Z1, M1, and a lot of the different like randomizer combinations lately, but his combat and everything has really improved.
And he's been getting coached by Nochibato, who's like been in both Z1 and Z3 communities for a long time and is a really friendly guy, so he's improved really quick.
Oh yeah, Nochi's amazing.
During the last tournament, I was helping Vincent install a tracker because he was just learning how to play, and now he's
now he's in brackets. Yeah. I mean, the race between Vincent and X-Ice Blue, I'm telling you, that was just like a lot of us were just sitting in chat go, come on, Vincent, you got this. And he was so close until Silvers ended up not being in level 9. We have lots of money on Eat My Steel side.
Yeah, he's gonna save so that he doesn't get this mugged away, and you're almost at the point you can buy a blue ring.
Yeah, I would seriously, if we've seen the shop with the blue ring, I would totally think about it. Vincent's gonna go ahead and finally pick up his candle. This is a good call, and his party's got the money. There's no reason not to.
And he does have 5 hearts, so if he heads north in any direction here, he'll end up at that any key.
Hey, we got level 9 at the screen where you screen scroll over into the grave area. And yeah, to kind of touch on a point in chat, so there are a lot of different options for trackers, 2 of which are in the Z1R Discord, be it Z Helper or Z Tracker. Both of them are very, very good, though I would suggest for newer runners, Z Tracker has a lot more available resources. Alright, here we go. Eat My Steel is kind of headed back in the direction he needs to get. We might go back in 5.
Probably rerouting in this any key too, so...
Yeah. I mean, I would definitely want to give it a try before going into any more dungeons, and if he goes over towards the any key, maybe he'll go into the open cave near the desert and find that really nice shiny level 1. We seriously have totally almost enough money for that red ring. Or blue ring! Alright, he's gonna up A and continue. Now he is farming money. We've got 250 rupees, so... Did we already see a blue ring shop? Well, there's my answer. Yes, we did. And it's our cheap meat and key store. But we're not gonna need the keys as soon as we pick up the any key off the coast. Vincent is gonna he's gonna stock up on bombs. I like this. You know, you might have to dig Death Mountain early, so always having explosives is a good plan.
Yeah, he already ran out of the bombs a little bit earlier, so he's just making sure that that doesn't happen again. And if he finds... He's heading into this 5 now, so he's going to be happy to pick those up.
I mean, with White Sword and Wand and a bunch of bombs, this should be fun. And if you get really lucky, there's a ladder in here that you don't actually know you need yet. Alright, Eat My Steel is starting with the forest, so as long as he kind of just continues the natural progression, he should find level 1 here in just a little bit. Oof.
This level 5 has double key block right on entry.
And the key's just sitting there going, ha ha ha. Like, I feel like we need a cartoon bubble coming out of the top of that, as Eat My Steel is gonna find a bunch of door repairs.
Yeah, unless we can pirouette this 5, Vincent's gonna get kicked out of here. Which is fine. It'll push him either into the Deadwoods and back up the mountain, or which it looks like he's going up the Deadwoods.
I mean, this is fair. He's headed in the right direction to get, you know, some exploration done. He's gonna find some money, and at some point you do want to get all of these checks.
Oh, hey, did you know CD Improv's casting this stream? It says so on the screen.
Yay! Awesome. Thank you very much to the nice people in the background for fixing that. So, I mean, I could have done deceptive K-Cap commentary, so, you know. We decidedly have different accents. Alright, meanwhile, eatmysteel is going to... Oof, why? Why are we in 6? We're gonna find shape 6, and we're going to go ahead and dig it. Now, eatmysteel without the wand is going to have 9. That's what we needed to find over here in the Dead Woods, by the way. But yeah, eatmysteel is going to have a slightly harder time than Vincent would because there are bubbles in here. It's going to take away his sword, and a lot of these enemies are things that you need a sword for.
Yeah, being a Dark Nut dungeon, that would be... The wand is going to make it a lot easier for Vincent to navigate this. But EMS is a really strong runner. This combat's very clean, as we've seen already. So he's probably thinking that if I can find something really important out of here, that'll give me a huge advantage.
Yeah, really. I mean, if there's a ladder in here, that's going to save you time. Though this would be a perfectly evil place to put a ladder. Alright, here we go. eatmysteel doing some really good dancing with these dark nuts. Now that blue ring is going to give him a little bit of a cushion. As he only has white sword, he's definitely got to stab these guys a lot more.
So you want to know why he's got to stab these guys a lot more? 8 hit points.
Is that rolled up or is that normal?
Well, that's double. So they are on we're on +4, -4.
Oh, was that the... Yes. Yeah, we definitely want eatmysteel to find level 1 here as soon as possible so he can get some better weaponry.
Unfortunately for him, the Gyptos seem to have rolled down 4.
Well, I mean, they are our bomb droppers. That's a really nice free Triforce here, just sitting on the floor in an NSU room. Alright, here we go. eatmysteel. It's working his way up. Maybe we'll get a check of the open cave, and that should get him level 1. The heart would give him a really good chance at being able to pick up that magical key, and I would totally go right back and check. Vincent, meanwhile, is now swimming in money. Let's see if he makes the same choice as eatmysteel and farms up for that blue ring that he just saw. Alright, meanwhile, eatmysteel is going to find level 1. Now, he already knows that this is shapes. There's the compass. We don't really need that, and we're just trying really hard not to hug those orange bubbles here. Though we are really close to a fairy fountain.
Yeah, he needs... If he gets the... He'll be ignoring those as soon as he finds the one, but it's actually the 3rd item that he should find in here, so it's gonna be a bit. As long as he can get through the screen, though, he's fine.
Yeah, I mean, well, you find level 1 this early in the game, you're still missing bow. There's so many good items out there. I don't really see you leaving level 1 until you've got all of them, especially if you don't run into, like, a Dig Dogger or a Goma block.
Yeah, and he also has enough keys that he's not going to get pushed away by the key doors like Vincent did, where he had to kind of, like... He was thinking a lot about navigating around him. eatmysteel's just going to use him while he's got him. And there's the white sword.
Yeah, it was. Yep, it wasn't the Gypto. That means that it was in the center of the floor, and the Gypto's just kind of... The mummies just walked right over it. eatmysteel now has his improved stabby weapon. Now, where was the wand?
The wand is in the opposite corner, so it's like... You gotta go into, like... If you think of one, it kind of looked like a Starship Enterprise. You gotta go up towards the bridge, and then back to the back of the saucer.
Oh, okay. So he's just a little bit off. He'll get back there when he goes, you know, because like again, this is shapes 1 in a heart shuffle seed. You're not leaving this, you know, unless you get blocked with something you cannot kill. All right, Vincent is going to find his 6th heart in a take any. Now, when he gets around to the cave, just to, I think, yeah, the burn bush just to the north of Vanilla 1 is the white sword any key.
Yeah, it's right now it's the one spot he's kind of
Worked
orphaned.
around, yeah. I mean, again, it's kind of hard. We get a nice bomb drop here for Eat My Steel, so he's going to use some of the bombs on the mummies. He's going to get the map.
Yeah, this room to the left should be the wand.
Okay, so he doesn't have to go through. Yeah, because the key door is what turned Vincent around. Okay. All right, Bats, give us our nice happy present here, and then Eat My Steel is now even up. Well, I don't know why we had the. Okay. There you go. He's like, wait, I heard something. I don't know what. I'm just gonna see the wand popped into his inventory.
How ironic that like the keys, because it has hit points, can pick that up.
Did the bat actually? That's funny.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that
off
the bat
of the
picked
keys.
it. Wow. All right. See, today I learned. I don't think I have ever seen the keys actually pick that up. Now, Eat My Steel is going to give us a 5-heart check on the white sword any key.
I mean, assuming that like the keys wasn't standing in the exact location it dropped. I mean, that's also possible.
Well, I mean, I had a little stutter on my side, so I wasn't sure if it just spawned on top of Eat My Steel as he killed the last keys, or what happened exactly. I just saw he opened up his menu and it was there. Though I still have not had a chance to see if they've got the bottom corner or the top corner of the 7 and 8 box.
All right, Vincent now is at max money, so if he can find a blue ring shop, I don't know if there's one. We haven't seen this area of the map yet, though, so hopefully he finds one before somebody robs him.
I mean, how funny is it we haven't even seen the coast item?
Yeah, I mean, Vincent should be checking it right now, so we'll see whether or not this ladder is. Well, we know the ladder's required. Whether or not we want the ladder for this item.
All right. Well, it's a book. It's not going to be boomsticks. It is going to light us on fire, but we are in at least a partial shape seed. So I say we want that. Sorry, just on the off chance that ends up being all the maps for the shapes levels.
It's kind of wild that we're like 26 minutes in, and basically, outside of the fact that Vincent didn't find 2, the runners are in the exact same spot.
Yeah, it's oh, hey, there's 6 for Vincent. Now, another difference is that Eat My Steel was not able to come away with the staircase item out of 6. We may have seen, was there a floor heart in here? Do you remember?
I didn't see a floor heart because it would have. I think it would have made Eat My Steel be able to get the any key.
Ah, yes. See, there we go. Okay, see, good. My brain's like, hey, we found mags. We may or may not be back to get that. All right, so Vincent with sword beams and a white sword. This should be, as long as you try to stay far away from the dark nuts, this shouldn't be a terrible room to clear. You just kind of wait for them to come to you and knock them out one at a time. He's doing a good job of it. You just kind of play the angles of the room against them. See, that was really good. He's going for the wand and sword double tap, which if you hit both the A and B button at the exact same time, you get both the damage of the sword and the wand.
And this is one of the rooms that can be a drop. A lot of times this is a key in many dungeons, so clearing this out is gonna give him even if it's just a key, he really needs it right now.
I mean, the bombs they're okay, and we can only really pick up one of those, but bombs are always good.
Yeah, if it was another room, I would skip those, but it's hard to get around it. Like, he opens this door, and he's like, oh, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to walk over him anyways.
Yeah, there wouldn't have been, other than up and A, there would not have been a good way to do that. Here comes this evil bubble combination. But again, Vincent, he's got the wand. He's got the white sword. The wand is able to hit the dark nuts as long as you hit them with the actual tip of the wand. The beam is not going to do any damage to them whatsoever.
I think he's debating whether or not he wants to be in that room right now. If he had more health, maybe. But 4 shooting statues plus blues, plus he just found out that the Viruses don't die to a single hit, so it's going to be hard to get that cleared as well. And the keys are extra hit points, so it looks like he's going to keep exploring and try to find this blue ring before he gets his money robbed.
Well, upping here and going back towards start is going to help because the blue ring shop is 2 screens to the north, I think. One here, and then this next screen should be the blue ring store. I think we saw on Eat My Steel side. Oh, it's shapes! It's all shapes!
Oh my god, it's a bulldog with 2 ears.
Okay, sure. So we got shapes, we got heart shuffle, and we got tanky enemies. This is fun.
Yeah, I like this from Vincent. He grabs his blue ring and then immediately fills up. So now he's essentially working with 14 hearts worth of damage now.
Alright, Eat My Steel is going to find a heart in the staircase for level 7. Now we already know that heart shuffle is on. If you're Eat My Steel, you need the Triforce, possibly out of 7. Because again, I haven't been able to get a good look at the runner's Triforce graph, so I cannot remember if it's the top or the bottom of the 7 and 8 square that they have. Either way, it's sitting right there, but we can't grab it.
Another ladder blocked dungeon. So we're on 2 dungeons with Triforces that are exactly ladder blocked.
Alright, Eat My Steel, open up your... Pause the game, please. Maybe? No. Alright. Because, I mean, again, until you actually see... Because originally when we walked in that door, like, given the layout of the way that 7 started and the fact that we couldn't pirouette, there was a very high chance that that was actually Second Quest 7.
Yeah, and then it turned into a dog.
Yay! I like dogs. I like cats, but I like dogs. Alright, Vincent is going to take his 6 bombs and pick up some of this bombing of Death Mountain. Eat My Steel is going to explore the top northeast corner of the map.
We're still looking for 3 and 4, I believe.
Sounds about right. Have we seen 8? Yeah, I think Alan's right. I don't think we've seen 8 yet. Alright, Vincent is going to give us a good look here at East Death Mountain.
Hey, I mean, if every dungeon was shaped like a cookie, CD would be the best player at this game. Alright,
I mean, that's only if I ignore my chat more, and they don't like that. But alright, Eat My Steel is going to go ahead, refill on bombs. You only got 1 bomb pack, but that makes sense. They're a little expensive. With the any key, he has absolutely no reason to buy keys. Vincent's gonna find level 3. Is this the open? This is vanilla 9.
Okay, so this gives Vincent a chance to find this ladder, and if he finds the ladder, staircase immediately, but if he finds the ladder in here, that's gonna save him a lot of time not having to reroute back through to get the Triforces in 2 and 7, because he'll already have it by the time he goes back to the dungeons that need it.
Yeah, this is oh, just a potion stop for Eat My Steel. There's the map. What do we got? Oh! I love it. I love the fact that we have let me see. It's I'm gonna say it's a vulture swooping down to pick something up. Or like a big bird of prey.
Yeah, I was on the same idea. I was thinking, like, in a lot of those side-scrolling shmups, like, you have the airplane, like, drops bombs as it's flying.
Yeah. That would be too much fun. Yeah, sorry. I'm a little easily distracted right now.
Alright, Eat My Steel's up to 9 hearts. He's on the Chester clan.
I mean, max hype. You already know things have rolled up. Some of them have rolled up to be a little beefy, so why not get the best sword you can? Now, this is a forced key usage here in level 3 in order to get to the Triforce. But again, as soon as Vincent finds the any key as the white sword item, he's fine. He doesn't need to worry about keys anymore. I like the fact that somebody is suggesting that it's the funky-looking bird from Joust.
Oh, the ladder!
Oh! Alright, that's really good for Vincent. He doesn't know it yet, but level 2 and 7 are ladder blocked.
And the Atlas, too. I mean,
Yeah,
so
oh
that's,
man.
If that's an Atlas, then he's... This is already a very close race, because we know the runners are going to end up finding the things they're missing. And here comes eatmysteel to find it himself.
Yeah, this has the potential to be a fast one. Ooh, we've got another of those 90 rupee bomb upgrades here in level 3. Now, eatmysteel is really close to being able to afford that. And yeah, I would totally, even though the wand is one of our main sources of damage, we're so close! Farm those guys! Buy a bomb upgrade! Even though you don't know it exists yet. But yeah, even though the wand is one of our main sources of damage, just the ability to be able to see the entire map when you walk into like shapes 9 is amazing and totally something you should want.
Yeah, I like what Vincent's trying to do. He's, oh, okay, found the Triforce. Yeah, let's just grab this and go. We don't have our sword right now, so...
Oh, yeah, that's slightly problematic. That red bubble room was just not doing him any favors. Eatmysteel is going to be able to take out this beefy manhandla. I don't know that Vincent... Did Vincent see the room to the right here?
I don't think he did, but it didn't help. It didn't help or hurt.
Yeah, see, it's not going to really matter in the end. We have the ending key on eatmysteel side. Vincent is going to go ahead, hop right back. Oh, no, he's going to check the open cave. All right.
Okay, good. The only thing I was worried about was that eatmysteel saw these, like, Cole's voice and Blugarias and just decided to, like, go check the rest of the dungeon, but he's clearing this room, so he knows that that's a ladder, and he's also equipped with lots of lumber.
Alright, so Vincent, meanwhile, is going to try to farm a bomb drop off of the blue Lionel. Unfortunately, it is not cooperating, but hey, look, we got a screen full of them. And yeah, to answer a question in chat, so, Vincent has just kind of, he's kind of worked his way around that cave to the north, the burn bush, I'm sorry, to the north of Vanilla 1. But when he goes back to continue checking the rest of the overworld, he should find it, hopefully, pretty quickly. So to be fair, level 3 right now has been dropping a couple of different keys. We've had some floor drops. There's going to be the compass for eatmysteel. And really, the only way that leaving 3 early is going to end up being a detriment to Vincent is if the staircase item ends up being something necessary to complete the game. If it's just a heart, then we don't need to worry about that at all.
Yeah, and in this case, that staircase item would almost have to be the bow. Unless, like, it would have to be the bow, or we'd have to have a very well-blocked level 8.
Yeah, I can see that.
We also haven't seen any warp zones yet, so it leads me to think if I get like 15 to 20 minutes into these seeds and I haven't seen a warp zone yet, I usually just make the assumption that the power bracelet's not necessary. We won't know for certain, but you can start thinking that, especially since we just found level 4.
Yep, see, this is good, and Vincent can get that key door open for free simply by, well, alright, we're gonna maybe, nope, there you go, Vincent, good job. Just by walking off the screen to the left and then re-entering the screen.
That is one thing I've noticed while watching and playing alongside him. He's very deliberate. He has no problem with just pausing and making sure he's making the correct play, even if it takes a little bit longer.
Alright, here we go. I believe this is going to be the item for eatmysteel. Ooh, well, I mean, this isn't really going to hurt because both of our runners have some form of defense. Eatmysteel just has a little bit more now. But this isn't a necessary item, so in no way would this end up hindering Vincent as we get to segmented 4.
Once segmented, always segmented.
Oh, that is so beautiful. Alright, let me see. What do we think this is? Okay, Adirondack Rick is going to say that 4 is a T-Rex in motion. Alan is gonna say it's a wolf howling. We got a dinosaur playing leapfrog, and we have a +2 bomb upgrade for eatmysteel.
I knew that 90 rupee discount was too good to be true.
Well, I mean, it's still 2 more bombs that we couldn't carry before, so I think we take it. We also grab this very free Triforce and leave level 3 in the dust. And we have a spider jumping over a mound of dirt, even though that one makes me a little creepy because I don't like spiders.
Vincent's thinking whether or not he wants to continue digging this or go back and just grab his Triforce and run.
I mean, small level though. We still don't have a bow.
If he had the silvers, I think I would see him bail. But since he's missing both bow and silvers, I think that's why that was his decision making. Like I said, he's very deliberate. He thinks and he's like, "All right, what's my play here?" And then makes a decision and goes with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's great. It's also what made him like really very good with like the swordless seeds, because you kind of have to plan out every room if you don't have some form of reusable options. The moment you walk into it, you have to start formulating like, how am I going to kill this? How am I going to clear it? Do I have a 10 count going? You know, there's a lot of thought that has to go into stuff like that.
Yeah, that's definitely why I'm much worse at swordless, because I'm like, go, 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 go. I need bombs. What?
Yeah, I'm very much a look shiny type of person, so. But
all right, shinies are so good.
I know, look at that red ring. As we have eatmysteel entering level 4, he's going to probably also pirouette the door or see if it goes straight up. Now with the Eddie key, he doesn't actually have to walk off to the left of the screen, but you're gonna see a lot of runners. It's just second nature for us. We automatically go, how can I get this open for free? Whether or not we have that Eddie key, we're still gonna try to pirouette. It's you know, it's just a muscle memory, basically. Alright, Vincent's doing a great job of clearing everything he can in this room with the wand while trying to dodge the bubbles. So now we're going to shuffle the room and see if that whiz rope goes away. And it does. That's so... Ooh, that's our Triforce. Alright, so we knew that, but it's kind of nice that it spawned in a location where we weren't going to get trapped into picking it up.
And because the bubbles are there, we don't have to re-clear that room, so it'll just be on the floor when we want it.
Yeah, and I kind of agree with continuing here. Clearing out the last 1, 2, 3, is that 5 rooms?
Yeah, he's just got this upper corner. It's already been on the left-hand side. And that pack of bombs makes it that he's definitely going to be able to continue through unless he somehow runs out of keys or something.
Well, hey, look, there we got another key here for Vincent. So again, like, even not having that any key so far hasn't really hurt Vincent, because a lot of these levels are giving us free keys.
Okay, there's our item. So, what could Vincent get? I mean,
he's looking,
yeah.
Yeah, bow would be really good, though. Well, alright, we'll take a raft. I mean, it could be useful.
Yeah, we're not leaving this here. I don't want to come back into 4 to get the raft to try and save 5 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, it could still be useful, and honestly, this is gonna sound kind of weird, but because Vincent still has to, you know, he still has to get the any key and a couple of other things, having the bow be that easy to find is gonna put a lot of a time crunch on him. So I would almost want the bow to be somewhere in like 8. Like, make it not something that you just walk in, can grab, and then, because eatmysteel already has the silvers out of level 2, he's got the ladder in order to finish 2, so it's kind of like, you know, as soon as he finds that bow, he's going to stop digging any dungeon items at all.
Well, that's our second item in 4, and it's the red candle on the floor, 1 room up from the staircase. So, both runners probably going to end up finding that. Vincent's out of here with his Triforce. eatmysteel's heading into this sector right now. So, we're going to be pretty close to even again. Both Vincent and eatmysteel have to go into 2, have to go into 7, even though eatmysteel has the items. Like, if Vincent, say, finds the bow first, he'll be able to skip finding the items in 7.
Well, and I just have to hope that we don't get any, like, weird indications that important items in 9 has somehow rolled on.
Well, that's a lot more likely because I kind of want to say we haven't seen very many bosses. So it's a lot harder for important items to roll on when there's bosses.
Yeah, because the game doesn't want to put the recorder or the, hey, we found level 8. Wow, this Death Mountain is kind of stacked today.
Yeah, so that cuts off the need for any form of overworld items. That's all of our dungeons, so...
Okay, well that's actually really, really good news. Though again, it's... Where in the world is this bow gonna end up? Alright, eatmysteel is gonna be able to pick up his raft here. He doesn't know it at the time, but he's not gonna need it. Actually, he's like, I'm changing my mind. I'll go back and get it anyway. I think he's just realized that he has not yet seen level 8. Vincent is going to go ahead and pick up his heart container, which evens up the heart count.
So I wonder why Vincent's not digging this 8 out. He's got enough gear to do it.
I mean, if I'm Vincent, I would probably find 2. He hasn't actually seen 2 yet, from what I remember, and I would much rather dig level 2, which is rather small, compared to digging a Shapes 8.
Oh, wait a minute. I bet you, because Vincent has 8 marked as the dungeon he doesn't need.
Okay, he's got the Triforce from that one.
That must be the one we started with.
It's either 7 or 8, but they haven't actually opened up their Triforce as Vincent finds level 2. Now this will get him the silvers. He's got the ladders, so he's going to be able to get the Triforce on the first dip.
So that's level 4 for eatmysteel. He's got the Triforce, and he's gonna up A, and ooh, yeah, he's up A. That means that
he's already seen 7. Yeah, he's already seen 7 though. I think they probably have the Triforce for 8. That's why he's not looking for 8.
Oh yeah, that's a good. Yeah, of course. So that means if 8 has something, that's a big deal
for both of our runners. But worse for eatmysteel because he didn't bother to. Well, not didn't bother, but he doesn't know where it is.
Yeah, and it's going to be a while before he treks all the way back up there. He's going to check a lot of, like, little locations first that he might have skipped over. That's our meat block.
I think so, because eatmysteel's playing with the old woman sprite, so... I think possibly that's what the meat block... Or maybe it's what the hint turned into?
Nobody hit start yet, Dead Boy. Thanks to Dead Boy for doing our tracking, by the way. Nobody hit start yet, but both Vincent and EMS are avoiding 8, so we're just under the assumption that they are good runners and they know what they're doing.
Yeah, at the very beginning of the race, we got a really, really brief glimpse at one of their start menus, so you could tell that it was either the 7 or the 8 Triforce. By the way, this is just what all the old men are saying, so it looks like it's booked to understand old men. Or at least this is what all eatmysteel's old men in level 5, of which there are 3, are saying. Unless he got the same trolley hint. As we get the map here in 5, it looks kind of like... Oh, I almost want to say it's like somebody trying to kick something, or like the Roadrunner. But yeah, it was just more that the glimpse at their start menu was just incredibly fast. This is the blue boomerang here for Vincent. He should have already walked across the silvers, I think.
The silvers are actually in the E column. So as long as he keeps going back and forth towards the Triforce, he'll find it. If he goes straight north from here, it might be a little bit troublesome.
Okay.
Oh, careful. You do not have that much health. You cannot faceplant this yet.
Well, Vincent's going to go ahead, wisely shuffle the room. That should at least save the progress here. So when he goes back to this room, it'll still only have the 4 remaining mobs in it. To answer a question in chat, what is the significance of the different Triforce numbers? If you mean the ones in the bottom left corner of eatmysteel's screen, that's the current count of the match. It's a best of 3, and eatmysteel leads 1 to 3. And otherwise, if you mean the ones that are at the very bottom of both runners' screens, those are the Triforce pieces that both of our runners have already collected in the game. You need a total of 8 to enter level 9 and defeat Ganon. There's the silvers. Okay, I missed them the first time.
Alright, so Vincent heads left and then left here and then a quick up and he will have his Triforce out of 2.
Yep. See, so pretty
A little
much
bit
other
caught
than
first, but-
other than the any key, he's fairly well caught up. Eat My Steel is going to see a heart in the staircase in level 5. All right, now we are just looking for a floor drop.
Ah, yes, we definitely have level 8. Thank you, Rick, for giving us that screen cap.
Yes, thank you very much. Like we didn't really have a time to catch it before. Oh my gosh, Eat My Steel. This is bananas. We're gonna suspend ourselves on a ladder here in level 5 and kill these blue Wizros because they're kind of stuck in this similar pattern in the water room.
Yeah, this is a great strategy.
I mean, yeah, but you gotta be like, this is a little nerve-wracking, I have to say. Wait, wasn't this the Triforce room?
Yeah, Vincent should pick it up right
Ah, there we go. Okay.
We couldn't
Oh
pick
yeah,
it
Eat
up
My
last time
Steel
because
found
Eat My
the
Steel
compass.
just pew-pewed at it and couldn't get across the water.
Yeah. Okay. And it turns out it's a double heart 5. So 5 is off the table as far as where our bow happens to be today.
Alright, Vincent, go to the right. Great. Okay, Vincent will have his any key in 10 seconds.
There we go. And then we are essentially, we're pretty darn close. Oh no!
Wait, where are you going?
Vincent!
Turn around.
Vincent, go back! Oh no! Now, oddly enough, this kind of happened in one of Vincent's other races. The last level he needed to find was on their start screen. And he like up and ate and just never actually went back and checked. At least, not while I was watching. As Eat My Steel's gonna get the Triforce out of level 5, Vincent's like, alright, I'm going to 7, here we go.
Hi, Laws, Studio Laws with the raid. Welcome in, runners. We are in game 2 of the round of 32 match between Vincent and Eat My Steel. Eat My Steel is up in game, but this race is very close. We have item shuffle on, we have heart shuffle on, we have full shape dungeons, and a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, we already got, our level 1 was a white sword and a wand. How do you beat that? Alright, we got level 7 again, which I believe you said was a bulldog.
Yeah, it's like a puppy looking to the left, and the hole in the middle is his eye.
I think the cat is jealous because she just kind of came over here, looked at it, and then ran away.
I mean, I am also a cat person, but, you know, as long as they're friendly, it's fine.
Well, mine are actually afraid of most people, so... It's alright. Anyway, Vincent's gonna do battle with this manhandler. He has a blue ring, lots of hearts, and weapons. He should be perfectly okay. Alright, not gonna be a Triforce, but it is gonna get this door open. It's gonna pick Vincent up another key as Eat My Steel is gonna be in and out of 2 with his Triforce very, very quickly.
This might be the item here, and Vincent's up to 6 keys, so like really, we keep telling him to go find the any key, but nothing has really affected him other than a little bit very early on in his routing.
Yeah, I mean, it's really not made a tangible difference at the moment. I'm just more concerned with there being a, oh, this is gross. A shapes, yeah, it's like, here, have a face full of Wizrobe, Merry Christmas. But yeah, it's, it really hasn't hurt anything, but we do still have a Shapes 9 waiting for us. And I really do kind of hope that Eat My Steel goes over and grabs that book off the coast, because if our hints are even helpful, just the idea of having the, you know, the silvers aren't a 9 type of hint, or the kidnapped is in the east or whatever of Skull, that is definitely worth having to deal with the fire coming out of the end of your wand.
Well, Vincent's going to cash in all his money, but there's not really much for us to use it on anymore. We already have the silvers as well, so there's almost nothing to buy.
Alright, we got the Triforce out of 2 for Eat My Steel. Now, I'm trying to remember where level 4 was. Is that one of the ones that was up on Death Mountain?
Yeah, Death 4, 5, and 8 were all on Death Mountain? Or 4-3, and...
I know 3 was because that's at vanilla level 9. And I know 8 was, but eatmysteel did not see it. But again, we have the Triforce for it.
I'm pretty sure eatmysteel has the Triforce in 4, because he has a red candle. And if he got all the way to the red candle, that means he went through the Triforce room.
Okay, so he's headed into 7 under the idea that this could potentially be his last Triforce, and maybe there's a bow in here somewhere.
Ah, okay. It seems that our tracker's just doing its usual glitchy self, so...
Yay!
Well,
and,
sorry,
and we mean the program and not Alan. Alan's amazing. The program is tired and cranky because it's had a very busy day. Alright, eatmysteel is gonna slowly start working his way through this bulldog. Oh, those wizards. Ugh.
Vincent's got so spooked by the red bubble room earlier that now he's just dodging the regular bubbles. It's like it's the same thing.
Yep, and it looks like oh wow, that was very fast in level 7. And as it turns out, Vincent did pick up the Triforce out of level 5, so he also has that.
Is eatmysteel going to 8? He's out of 7.
I mean, he doesn't know where 8 is. Like, do you take the gamble that what you need is a 9? I think he's gonna go check the coast. Maybe get that book would be great.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you check the coast, he knows what the white sword item and the Armos item are, so he might just dive 9.
Well, we do have mags. We're getting a mags check right now.
Not 11.
Well, I mean, we got a white sword, a wand, and a red ring. We don't really need much else to finish the game outside of the bow. Alright, so eatmysteel, he's going to come around the corner here. He's going to thankfully pick up that book, and the next level we enter, if we automatically have the map, especially if it's level 9, then we'll know that it is book is Atlas tonight. eatmysteel might be going back to 6? Was 6 down here on the coast, I think?
There was something on the coast. I think you're right.
Something is over here. It's not 9, but it's something.
I don't know what Vincent's up to.
Oh, it's not Atlas. No.
So
yeah, I'm not. And it was book to understand, old man. That's great.
That's the perfect quote to put right there. Because now this is the drawback of picking up the Atlas, is that now the wand spits fire. And when you get in rooms where the fire is going to stand there and do nothing for you, it's going to cause lag, and you're going to bounce off of it. And it's not a huge problem for damage-wise, because we have the red ring, but as you saw there, that room took longer that time than it did for EMS the first time he was there with just like a wood sword.
Well, to be fair, the first time he was there, I don't think he had the ladder yet either, so...
Well...
That has to have helped a little bit this time, but there is a way, so... When you fire the wand... Yeah, we've got... I think we might have... These are lots of community hints right now. But when you fire the wand, if you hit the enemy with the wand and then switch directions real quick, you can actually get the fire to shoot opposite of you, which is kind of what eatmysteel is doing here. He's hitting the enemy with the tip of the wand and then shooting the fire somewhere kind of safer. When it's possible.
Yeah, but with all the shooting going on in this room and then the keys are popping again, like, we're lagging out. Like.
Yeah, this is like, well, I mean, you know, it almost gives you like built-in pause strats without actually having to hit the button. That's my trying to look on the bright side.
So it seems that Vincent's really trying to make sure he gets the item out of this 7. So there's another spot where Vincent could either lose a lot of time by digging this out, or gain a lot of time if this happens to be the bow.
Yeah, I mean, this is really still an incredibly close race. It's really going to come down to where is the bow. Vincent's going to hopefully he's got to pick up the Triforce here, because without the weird frame perfect clip, it's very hard to get through the Chevy room to maybe try bombing south. But it's really going to come down to who finds the bow first, and is it going to be in level 8, which Eat My Steel hasn't found.
Yeah, it looks like he's actually bailing out of 7. So he's going to have to go back down to 6, and that's it. He'll be on his way to level 9 without the bow too.
I mean,
unless he digs level 6 and the bow's in here.
Well, I mean, if 6 is in here, then Eat My Steel's on his way to 9, and yeah. I mean, this is great. I love shapes. Shapes. We got shapes, heart shuffle. You know, this is fantastic. Now, Eat My Steel is going to go ahead, take out this Gleeok. He doesn't really have to worry about the damage because, again, he's got Red Ring. It would take a lot to kill him at this point. Same with Vincent. He has Blue Ring. He's got the wand. He's got the sword. He doesn't have the book, so he doesn't have to deal with the fire.
It still lags in this room. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Well, I mean, it's like you walk into a room full of blue Lionels and they start shooting swords, and it's like, oh, okay, thanks, game. To answer a question in chat, the dream of bow in Dungeon 9, is that even possible? So there is a flag, it's called Important Items in 9, where if, say, the bow is not blocking any Triforces in any other dungeon, if that flag has rolled on, then yes, the bow can in fact be in level 9, along with things like the Recorder or the Power Bracelet, as long as they're not blocking anything necessary to enter level 9 on the overworld.
Yeah, it tends to be a difficult flag to get to work. A lot of times you'll have important items in 9, and just none of them are on because you need the Recorder for X or you need the bow for Y. But when it does happen, it makes the game very tedious.
Well, yeah, because you really don't, as a runner, a lot of times you don't want to take the gamble. You're like, I don't want to go into 9 without knowing that my bow is for sure in there, because how do you know that, you know, if it's not in there, where do you start searching? How do you know your opponent hasn't already found it? It's a lot of variables that could go wrong. Alright, Eat My Steel continuing to work his way through here in level 6, and I can understand leaving this to pretty much the end. Level 6 in shapes has the tendency to be incredibly large. There are a lot of rooms. I mean, just look at that. We have like a straight column at the moment. Eat My Steel is going to use a potion. I don't know if that was intentional or not. Either way, it's going to keep Eat My Steel alive long enough to continue searching the top of this level 6, because you really don't want to die up here with a single room left, and that ends up being the item that you're looking for.
Yeah, and that's
like
the scary thing that Vincent's in right now with a half a heart in this room. He's got to be very careful.
Yeah, there's a really good bomb from Vincent. He was playing into the fact that the Darknets were following him down to the bottom of the room, and he planted the bomb into the door frame, which worked out really well. Now, was that a transport staircase, I believe, on Eat My Steel's side?
Yeah, he had, I think it was.
Okay, so he's gonna go ahead and clear these blue Darknets so that he can continue through that shutter door.
Come on, give those. Give us a heart drop. There we go.
Ah, yay. Oh, the fairy's even better. Thank you.
So Vincent's up to a small number of keys.
If we were playing Z2, alright, Vincent's gonna find the Triforce here in 6. Now, he did need this. Eat My Steel is gonna find a floor heart, and this has to be our staircase. Unless it is somehow a segmented level 6, and it is the Recorder. Now, here's the nice thing about this Recorder. If Eat My Steel wants to dig level 8, there is a very small chance that this Recorder could take him to beaten dungeons' new locations. And he's about to find out right now.
It goes nowhere.
It was, whatever it was unbeaten dungeons. So unfortunately, the Recorder is only good for killing TikTokers.
So that's the big difference right now, is that Vincent's going back into 5 first, which we know that 5 is double heart, so that's not going to help him. Eat My Steel has a question. Does he go into 9 and hope that it's important items, or does he try to pick a different dungeon?
Well, right now we're gonna get another mags check. Oh man, We are going to be able to pick up mags.
Bright, glowy stabbiness of doom.
Yay! I mean, who does not like having an amazing weapon in this type of a game? And to kind of answer your question, I think if I'm Eat My Steel at this point, I go into 9. I mean, you don't know where 8 is. You've searched pretty much every single dungeon that you had access to. You should have, I think, item knowledge in everything that you know where it is. I say go to 9.
Yeah, he knows all the items in 1 through 6. So his options are dig 7, 8, or 9. I just saw that 5.
Actually, it looks like, is he headed back in the direction of 7? Because 9, I want to say, was down near their start screen. Possibly? We're going back to Death Mountain. It looks like he's picking up exploration where he left off, which will get him level 8 pretty quickly.
Okay.
Because he's only got like 2 more screens. If I think it's either this one or the next one, maybe. Just don't die to these guys.
If that makes, I can see that because he's got 2 items in 7, 2 items in 9, 3 items in 8, and he might have found like a heart container in 7 too. So maybe that's. I don't remember if he picked up a heart container in 7, but he was in there long enough that he probably did. So at this point, 8 is his best bet. It's the highest density. He's just got to find it. He probably only has 6 to 8 spots on the overworld it even could be.
Yeah, oh, there he goes. There's 8 right here. So he's only a couple of screens off. Vincent is about to find the transport staircase here in 5. And yeah, unfortunately, Shift, none of our levels are actually blocked under a power bracelet or recorder tonight.
Yeah, so at this point, Eat My Steel doesn't have anything that could slow them down in a dungeon. There's no... His recorder does its job to get rid of dig doggers, and if we find something that is Goma blocked, well, that can't be our bow anyways, so it just means that it's not here.
Some really close calls there, though, in that blue darknet room. Entering with only 3 hearts and taking a couple of bops. Took him all the way down to 1, but we did get a lucky heart drop towards the end. Vincent is going to find the room that's going to have his heart in it, because the heart on the floor was in that T room. Now, the funny thing about level 5 is that the heart is going to actually fall in the center of the T. I think, unless I've got it reversed again. Now, in level 4, it would fall on the outside of the room. So there's a chance I've got those reversed. Vincent is going to use the same strat that Eat My Steel did. He's just going to stand on the ladder and hope they keep in this kind of glitchy pattern.
He had one coming right at him, but he was able to sort him down just before it got to him.
Yeah, Wizrobes kind of, they have issues with water rooms. That fairy is amazing. Alright, Eat My Steel finds a bomb wall here in this level 8. He's getting some lucky heart drops off of the blue darknets. He does still have a blue potion to use. Alright, one more, Vincent. You almost got him. Yay! Alright. Now Vincent's gonna go ahead, do the ladder clip over to pick up the heart.
And that's both his hearts, so he should be out of here.
Yeah, he's already got the Triforce. He's already picked that up. Or at least I thought he'd already picked it up. Maybe he's going back in. Maybe we were wrong.
No, actually, I did see it on the ground earlier.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he's gonna have it in 20 seconds here.
Okay.
He walked right past it and it was still there.
Oh, sorry, I was going by what the chat thingy had said, so. Alright, now let's see if Vincent decides to go and dig some of these other items out of dungeons that he hasn't seen yet, or is he going to go straight to level 9?
I mean, this race has been really close the whole time. Like, multiple times we've been in a spot where, like, if runner A finds X, then he's way ahead. But none of them's come together yet. So really, it's just maybe a couple minutes ahead for eatmysteel because he's been in this 8 for a little while, but still like multiple spots where we could have it become very close.
Oh, look, a map. Oh. That, I want to say, how about a Nidorino? Okay, so if you watch the Muppets, Vincent has taken the gamble on 9, guys. So what are we looking for here in 9, Magic Friends?
Well, right now we're looking for some pork, skewer, and somebody to eat it with. So
okay.
We already have the skewer. That's the silver arrows. We have to find Ganon, and we need to find Zelda's door, which is the door that doesn't open even if you kill the enemies, or does open if Ganon is dead.
All right.
We also are hoping to find the bow in here.
Oh dear. All right, we now have a, what is this, 75% chance that it's in level 8 if we've seen all the other items.
A boar, a broad, and a bow. Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, I mean that kind of works. Oh man, all right, we got another staircase here for Vincent. Eatmysteel, meanwhile, this is a huge level 8. Oh my.
That is roaring. I just can't tell if it's the audio's not good enough for me to tell if it's the Gliok roar or the Ganon roar over the top of the Gliok roar.
It's okay. Vincent's about to kill the Gliok and settle that for us. I don't hear anything, so maybe he walks back in to double check, but I don't think that was Ganon. Alright, we're gonna find another transport staircase. Now, Vincent has 14 keys, so key door-wise, he should be perfectly fine to dig this level 9.
Yeah, the only thing I'm gonna say, and I say this every time we're looking for something in 9, take your staircases. You clear off 2 different spots it could be.
See, I'm actually a big fan of I will avoid staircases until the game gives me a reason not to. Like, if I run into a wall that no longer bombs, then I'll double back and take the first transport staircase that I found.
Yeah, there's, in reality...
Compass.
Ooh, okay, we take that. Okay, oh, Zelda's way over on the right-hand side.
Oh, man, could the dream of a segmented level 9 be alive? And yeah, that's a good point, Alan. Vincent doesn't have the book, so if he finds a hint... he won't be able to understand what the old man is saying, but so far we haven't actually seen a real hint. We've just seen a bunch of jokes. This should be the item, one of the items for Eatmysteel.
Yeah, we've seen multiple jokes about wings, and they were accurate. Oh, there's the bow!
Oh, man. Wow. Alright, guys, Eatmysteel has the bow. He's got all of the puzzle pieces. He is headed into level 9. Now, there is still hope for Vincent, alright? That was kind of deep into level 8, but if Vincent finds an item here really, really quickly, and Ganon and Zelda play one heck of a mean game of hide and seek, then there is a good chance that Vincent will have time to be able to get out of here and go back to level 8 to get that bow.
Oh, that's
because there's the second item right now. So this sends Vincent to probably level 8.
And Vincent has seen level 8 on the overworld. Oh no, Vincent hasn't seen the item yet. He's gonna go find the white sword item first, I bet you.
Oh no. Oh, Vincent. No, he doesn't ever... Oh no, he also hasn't seen the item in 6.
I think he wanted a health refill there. Okay. He just went in the wrong pot.
Okay. Here you go, Vincent. This is the right one. But if you're Vincent, you have a couple more outstanding items than Eatmysteel does. But I'm really hoping that he plays the math, basically, and goes into level 8 because it's 3 potential items.
Well, he is heading in, like, the... I don't know where he's heading.
Now, if Alan could help us out and switch the audio back over to Eatmysteel, that would be highly appreciated. Because that way we can hear if he gets close to Ganon. He's going to find the compass, so right now he's got all the same information that Vincent did. Thank you.
Yeah, Vincent's looking for the white sword item because he just took the raft spot. So, but he's pretty close to where it is, so that's not going to do much more than be a couple of stops on his routing. But he was heading to Death Mountain anyway, so this is a way to get there. It's an extra 30 seconds to go this way, but it's still on the way.
Yeah, I mean, oh. Okay, I didn't hear blip, but it was kind of hard to hear anything over the Gliok in that room.
And he's still moving as though he hasn't heard anything yet. So.
There's, okay, really quick for Vincent, there's the any key. This should hopefully send him to 8.
Oh, look at where that Zelda room is.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I love that.
Which also means it's very unlikely that Ganon's in his room, because that can't be Zelda's room.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way to enter that from the south at all. Alright, eatmysteel's gonna go ahead and try to bomb south here. The bomb wall does open.
Yeah, I like this play by eatmysteel. He's heading towards Zelda's room to find that route, since he's got to check over here anyways. And if Ganon's nearby, then he knows where he's going.
Alright, so there's the confirmed path. Vincent, thankfully, is heading to level 8. There's a roar. Oh, but he got bubbled! Does eatmysteel have a potion? I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a sword right now.
Well, after that bomb,
Oh no!
oh my goodness.
Oh,
so
game.
he's got to find the staircase to get the other side of the dungeon.
Unless, I mean, it could be he's gonna try bombing left here, which makes perfect sense. This doesn't open. Oh yeah! All right, magical staircase hunt. Woohoo! Now I almost would have pushed that room, but I'm trying to remember if there was a floor item in there when he came through. All right, eatmysteel does have the blue potion. I would hold on to it. You have the wand, so there's not much in here that you cannot clear.
Yeah, we haven't seen any whiz ropes, so we should be fine on that front.
I mean, we've got silvers for the things like the bunnies. You've got the wand for everything else. Got a mugger in 9. All right,
Okay,
so we now know that Ganon is all the way on the other side.
Yeah, we
Oh,
gotta
that's
go back
awesome.
to start, and that puts eatmysteel back to 3 hearts, which is 12 hearts with the red nail. But
I mean, you know, that's still, if you go into a room with quarter turrets and like 8 dark nuts, you might be in a little bit of trouble.
well, it's still also only 3 hyper drivers, and eatmysteel can do Ganon combat. That's not the hard part, but we do also know that he's probably not going to be in his room. So if we get a sketchy room like a moat room,
Oh, yeah. I hate those. Like, they're never... The Ganon is... So that actually does explain why Vincent found the items so fast, by the way.
yeah, the first one is like open door, find item.
Alright, let's see where this guy goes. Alright, Vincent he's working his way here through level 8. Now this is a drop room in 8, so I like that Vincent was going to go ahead and clear it. Now we know that the bow is like 3 rows above him, kind of in the center of very funky looking 8. Like killer rabbity looking 8. Alright, if I'm eatmysteel, I would almost just clip through that guy. You've got red ring, you got, you know, there you go. Good job. There's really not much of a reason to go ahead and clear that room.
Well, that
Oh,
just put us.
well.
Yeah, we must have had to take that backwards.
Yeah, I think he tried bombing, because there's like that chunk of rooms that he can't get into yet, but we haven't seen where this one goes, I believe.
Well, now we're back to Zelda. We know this doesn't work. Or maybe
All right.
he's thinking there's a way
I'm
to
wondering
make
about
this work.
well, the trap room. This one right here. Did he ever push the block to see if this was a staircase?
But the shutter door opened.
Oh yeah,
behind
yeah,
him.
yeah. Okay.
Oh, he got bombed again.
Okay. I mean, I thought we had tried bombing south here, but let's try it again. No. So we know where Ganon is. We just have to figure out which staircase is going to take us there.
He's gotta be... It's weird, because there's no way to go right from start. Or there's just the one room to the right with the heart container. I wonder if there's a bomb hole in the room with the heart container.
I mean, that is a possibility. I would be checking all of these. Now, this is another possible transport staircase, I think. Unless this is where the second heart was for Vincent.
No, I think we found that second heart a little bit deeper.
Alright, so we've got, hopefully, a potentially new transport staircase here. Well, alright, again, this is something we couldn't get to. This is new. Try bombing left, maybe? Nope, we're just gonna clip back in. Okay. Oh yeah, there was a door leading out of that staircase room. The one we originally came from. Now Vincent is kind of working his way closer and closer to where that wand is here. Not wand, the bow is in level 8.
And keep in mind, Vincent has seen a decent, not all of this 8. He doesn't have the actual locations yet, but he's seen about half of this 9 already. So when he gets back here, he's not nearly as behind as it may look because he's dug 20 rooms already.
I mean, this is really gonna come down to is how do we get to Ganon? Like, oh. Well, somehow I wouldn't put this past the game whatsoever.
It made things too easy at the start, right?
Yeah.
Like here's silvers, and here's the wand, here's the white sword, and you're like, okay, Gabe, where does the hard part come from? Right, there's our heart container.
I mean, you know, it's worth knowing.
Is this silvers for Vincent?
This is the bow. Yep, Vincent has got his bow. He's on his way back to 9.
All right.
He does not have a potion. He does have money. He should be able to pick one up. And I normally try to track where the potion shops are near 9, but I didn't get a chance to look. Alright, he's gonna go ahead, refill his hearts here at the fairy fountain. Alright, so that key door down is gonna be something new. The key door to the side, I think, takes us kind of back somewhere we've already been.
Yeah, this doesn't help us. We need transports.
Yeah, this is magic bomb wall, and then some. Alright, let's see if this is a room we've already been in.
Yeah, we didn't there.
I'm really starting to wonder about that. Well, no. I guess if the shutter door closed behind us, it can't be the push block?
The one thing is Vincent doesn't have his map yet, so he's gonna go digging around through the Gleeok staircase. So he's out in the same room as eatmysteel right now.
Alright, so yep, try bombing down. Oh dear, this could be where we needed to... Yeah. Alright, eatmysteel's gonna be like, okay, thanks for the bombs, let me in. Now, I would almost poke my nose into the room just to our left to see if that ended up being a transport staircase, but we're really getting to the point where we just didn't have anywhere else to go, and yeah, that's the one we needed.
And the roar's right above him.
Alright, so eatmysteel does have a sword, he does have a blue potion. Here we go, guy. Oh no. Alright, we gotta get him and fight. He is not 0 HP, but eatmysteel has max, so he only needs to get 4 hits on him. And Vincent, look out! He's where he needs to go to bomb down to find Ganon.
Yeah, but he's taking this transport back to go check. I wonder what he's going to go check on the other side of this.
Alright, meanwhile, eatmysteel knows the location of the princess. He has the path. He's just got to take a couple of transport staircases to get back there. Alright guys, the door has opened. Let's get some GG's in chat for eatmysteel, finishing with a race time GG time of 1 hour, 23 minutes and 39 seconds.
Why did this door not open? Why did this door not open?
What door not open?
The door to Zelda is not open. Oh, sorry. I'm looking at Vincent's screen.
Okay.
My bad. Vincent was in the same room, and I'm like, why did this not open?
Who's there? It's like, has Vincent hasn't found Ganon?
No, I was just looking at the wrong screen. It's been a long day.
It's okay. Yeah. I can understand that one.
I've already been in 3 comms rooms, and one of them was not intentional.
Oh, I know. I was watching one of the races. I was like, wait, how did that happen? All right, guys. Vincent, meanwhile, now knows he's heard Ganon. He's going to test all of his bomb walls, and he now knows that he is just looking for a magical staircase.
Yeah, the other thing that made me panic is I've had it where I touched the Triforce, but I up it too fast, and I didn't record that I touched the Triforce. So, like, I've seen it happen, although I didn't expect it, but
yeah, it's okay. Well, welcome and GG's to eatmysteel, and that bomb pack on the floor explains why eatmysteel did not try to push that block right there.
Yep.
How you doing, eatmysteel?
Not too bad. After that, another ridiculous 9.
Yeah, that was when we saw the map. That was amazing. I mean, it was a full shapes, heart shuffle, all shuffled items. That was beautiful.
Yeah, that was nice. Shapes. And my last match was actual shuffle items and heart shuffle too, so that was good.
That's awesome. So Vincent, unfortunately, I think he got bubbled, so he's going to have to leave 9 here. He sadly does not currently have a potion, but he did get the news that he's going to have to find a magical staircase or another path to Ganon. He knows where Ganon is. He, just like you, got stopped by the game going, nope, you can't bomb that. Nope, you can't bomb that either.
Yeah, no path down there. Our last match was trolley path to the girl. This one was trolley path to Ganon.
Well,
yeah, this was a really close race the whole time. You two were going back and forth with your items, like just finding different items left and right. But you finally pulled ahead by going into 8 when Vincent went to 9, hoping that important items were on.
Oh yeah, I don't make that gamble in these flags almost all the time. Bow is not going to be a 9. I've found the rare occasion it will be, and you get burned on it. But my experience is go find the bow outside of 9 first.
I mean, and there was still a chance because Vincent got into 8 and he was kind of making a bit of a quicker path there because he kind of like stuck to the middle. So so he was like he did make it back to 9 and you guys are both digging 9, and at the point where you finally found the path to Ganon, he finally found the princess. Or rather, I'm sorry, as you got to the princess. There's a funny clip for you to watch later. Sorry, it's been a very long day.
Yeah, it's been a doozy, and we've had so many races in the last couple of days that have been really awesome. So there's a lot of overlapping going on.
But yeah, this really did come down to going into level 8, which you hadn't seen. So I did want to ask about that. I guess there probably wasn't a whole heck of a lot left on your overworld at that point to explore.
No, I had 1 raft spot, recorder spot, and yeah, there was 2 more spots left up in Death Mountain. And that was
Okay.
it.
Okay, because I was trying to picture your map, and I'm just like, wait, he's going to Death Mountain. This could be really good. Oh, he's gonna pick up exploration where he left off. Yay!
I sure as heck wasn't gonna go dig the floor item out of 7 because that was my other option.
I'm trying to remember if we saw that on Vincent's side.
At 7, the try was pretty easy, and the stair item was really easy right away. So there was a lot of rooms, and it was a Wizzy dungeon, so I was like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have to say, this was kind of like a rope-a-dope a little bit, because the game's like, here, have silvers, have a red ring, have a white sword, have this wand in level 1, you know, have all of these nice shiny things, have a decent amount of money so that you could buy blue ring. Oh, gosh, don't get grabbed, Vincent. And then it was like, oh, by the way, I'm going to put your bow in a level that you probably didn't have to dig in the first place.
I had a feeling it was going to be there. I just had a feeling, you know, when 8 is not required and you haven't found it yet, well, that's sure as heck where it goes.
Yeah, pretty much. So Vincent right now, I'm trying to remember, he's operating without the map, and this 9, there is no way that is a great feeling. When you see the map, he's going to be like, okay, I was trying to bomb into absolutely nothing. I'm trying to remember where you found that.
So to get to the Ganon stair, it's one of those stairs down the very far southwest. You have to take
with
a
the
stair.
Patra.
Yeah, you have to take a stair to get to the area where you need to bomb down. I found that earlier. I knew I could bomb there, and I didn't because I had other places to check. But yeah, that's where it was.
But yeah, I'm just kind of hoping Vincent can kind of stumble across wherever in the world the map is.
I have no
the
idea.
map is up in the corner, up in the upper right corner. with
Oh yeah,
some
you're right,
holes
Magic.
in
Yeah,
right?
it is.
Oh, okay.
When you take
so
the
he's
stair
close.
that takes you to the north, it's like you take a right, and it's like the next room over. You're right. That's where it was.
Okay, because that would definitely help him a lot in letting him know that he's not going to be able to walk to Ganon. Because, I mean, this 9 was this was so special.
Yeah, instead of bombing down in that area, I took the stair up here where it takes you to absolutely nothing to clear out all this area up in the northwest for nothing. Yeah, fake stair there you just found.
Yeah, and Vincent's already kind of been in this corner earlier because he came in first and he found both the heart containers. It only took him about 5 or 6 minutes to find those heart containers, but of course, like, without the map, it's becoming much harder to really track where all that happened.
Oh, yeah, because there's like a weird crevice in this level 9, kind of. Like, off to the left-hand side, there's like this little, like, if it's a face, it was like the guy's mouth or something, and you just couldn't see.
Yeah, and then you couldn't bomb anywhere south from the northeast. So.
Yeah,
And
it's
he
like,
kind of...
it's like when somebody was designing it, they just drew a big slash through the map and left it there.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, he's gonna go check. What he doesn't know is 2 rooms that just kind of stick out underneath this dash mark in the 9.
Here's the map.
Okay, good. Oh, good. Because, I mean, seeing this was just like, really, game? Okay.
Yeah, there's that big slash through from the upper left into the middle that's just really making it difficult to navigate through here.
And I mean, in reality, it's kind of a small 9, too, just because so many of those rooms are missing, an entire column is missing. Like, most of the 9 is also missing because there's a column that extends out past the 9 in level 9.
Yeah, it's not a huge 9, just troll it around. Next to that slash, right to the right of that end of that slash is right where Ganon is.
Yep. And you could only hear him from one room. Well, not one room, but you could only really, like, originally hear him from the room that was directly above him because you couldn't get around the other side until you find the staircase.
So, eatmysteel, you're going to be playing against the winner of Sea Falcon versus Phoenix Ignition. Do you have any games against those people?
Yeah, I mean, I've played Phoenix more, probably. Pretty familiar with Sea Falcon. I would guess I'm going to be playing Sea Falcon. That guy is really good. But you never know with these flags. And Phoenix is no slouch, that's for sure. But looking forward to it. It's going to be a rough match either way, I think.
Well, you showed with a lot of your combat prowess because you actually didn't have the white sword or the recorder as early as Vincent did. So,
Wand.
Wand. So you were actually behind a little bit on that combat advantage, but you were keeping time with him having that combat advantage right alongside him.
Yeah, Wand and White Sword were both in one, so that was the combat that got in there. Was pretty
Yeah.
good.
I mean, level 3 was no slouch. It had my favorite item in the entire game.
So, did Vincent not pull the red ring out of 3?
No, he actually, he didn't get the red ring out of 3. He didn't see the recorder in level 6. Neither of you found the power bracelet, so I'm assuming that has to be an 8 with the other banana?
It could have been
I
Flora
think-
7 too.
Flora 7 as well. Yep, because I don't think we saw that.
Hey, look, we found the correct way.
Woohoo! Good job, Vincent. Now he's gonna get the immediate Ganon as soon as you get to the other side of the staircase. So, did he stop and pick up a potion?
He didn't, but I think the red bubbles were just in that one direction that didn't help us at all.
Red bubble is just on the other side of this.
Yeah, he's got to
big
dodge on the other side of the staircase because he's going to come out in the room full of red bubbles and have to go north. All right. Oh gosh, Vincent, don't hug him. Good job. Now he only has the blue ring, but he does have the white sword, so all he has to do is get the stun lock on Ganon.
And even if he does die, it's not a far path back here. It's just, you gotta know what the path is, that's all.
Yeah, pretty much. It's how yeah, finding that one bomb wall that leads to the magical staircase that leads to Ganon.
Yeah, it's a double staircase.
That is just silly. Oh! Oh, so close, Vincent.
My two major disappointments in the siege was finding the recorder and then it not doing a darn thing.
Well, I was like, oh, so this could be really good for Eat My Steel. He hasn't seen level 8 yet, so there's a very small chance this is going to take him to level 8, and then it did nothing.
And the second was the book doing nothing either.
I know, I was so sad about that. I was like, you know, oh, there we go. Good job, Vincent. He's gonna go ahead, get Ganon down, and now I think we see him up in A, possibly?
Man, to pick up that book and the first thing you see is sorry about that whammy.
Yeah, it was perfect. Yeah, you're right. That was great.
It's like within 2 rooms it told you, yep, this is not an atlas, and it's worthless.
Alright, here we go, guys. Vincent has the path. He is on his way to rescuing... It's gonna be Link in this case. But yeah, I was a little sad about that. I was like, I was really cheering for you when we saw that it was all shapes. Because did you walk into... When you walked into 7, did you think that was possibly second quest?
Yeah, actually, 5 or 7 I thought was possibly second quest. 5 I thought was possibly first quest.
Alright, guys, let's get some GGs in chat for Vincent, finishing with an official race time GG time of 1 hour, 35 minutes, and 35 seconds. Yeah, I wasn't sure about 5 until I popped open my tracker and I looked at the map and I'm like, wait, this is too far over to be second quest. Like,
yeah,
we're not
second.
in the right spot. Well, I wasn't sure. I always have to have the map open for that one.
I had to double take it. I had to look at the maps and Z Helper. I was like, nope, that's one too far over. Still could be first. Still could be first.
Yeah, and then when we finally got confirmation that it was shapes, it was in, I think, 2?
Yeah, level 2 was the
Because it was 3 wide. It was 3 or 4 wide at one point, and it's like, oh yeah, we got shapes.
Dang it.
Hey,
Special,
Vincent.
I thought I was like, as soon as I saw Eat My Steel finish, and then Roar, I was like, what? Oh man, it was that easy, and then I was like, oh, not that easy. Okay.
I mean,
Yes.
this race was really close, Vincent. If the bow had been in 9 because you made that play, you would have won, regardless of the timer. But instead, the bow was in 8, and Eat My Steel was just able to pull it out right about the time, just a little bit after you found your second heart container.
Oh, yeah, so the only reason why I dug 8 was because I was like, this would be, there's 3 items in 8, it is bigger dungeon, but I have more chances at finding my item in there. Also, it's the meta play. I feel.
Oh, is this the Triforce I started with? It must be the thing I need.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the game knows. The logic isn't set up to take that into account, but it's almost like somewhere it knows, especially if it's like a particularly large or nasty, like level 4 in second quest or level 8 in second quest. It's
Yeah.
like, here, I'm gonna put this all the way in the corner and make you go get it.
I'm just thankful we didn't need any overworld blocking items, even though I did pick up the raft.
I know, I was kind of surprised by that one. I was like, well, I think we're mixed first quest. Or it was either first quest or it was mixed first quest, but then like the power
It was
bracelet
first
spots.
quest.
Okay, was it the fairy fountain was a cave at Vanilla 2? Or it was a cave at Vanilla 2?
I knew that by how the stuff was bombing open and what was burning and what was not burning.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't paying great attention by the time you guys got to Vanilla level 2, so I missed that one. But I was like, "Yay, we're gonna have money!" And and then we saw it was shapes, and it was like, "This is totally Christmas." But yeah, there was a lot of really. It was so close for the longest time. It really was just coming down to where was the bow going to be.
Well, I made the gamble tonight. I'm glad I was able to like dig the 2 items out really fast out of 9. It felt like it was like I took the first transport, with 2 rooms left. Oh, there's my second item. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, it was like, okay, well, there we go. And that was about the time I think eatmysteel had either just entered 9 or had been in there for like a minute or 2, possibly. So it was still even close then, because as we saw, 9 was like, well, I'll give you the girl, but you can't have the bacon for a while.
Yeah, it was literally one of those magical staircases to get to him. I bombed everywhere to him.
Yeah, I think you both did. We were just like, all right, is this one gonna bomb open? No. Okay, next.
Yep.
Yeah, our 9s look to be very similar.
So this does mean, Vincent, that you are out of the tournament, but I know because 6 months ago you were in my chat during the last tournament asking, how do I play this game? So how does it feel to have dove into this head first?
Not my first rodeo.
Yeah, I mean, everybody who's watching, make sure you give a follow to our runners, eatmysteel and Vincent246. Both of them produce some great content. Vincent's been doing, CD, you said Vincent's been doing a lot of swordless?
Well, he had done the swordless tournament, which was the last tournament, and he did really well in that. And then there's been SMZ3, I think?
Yep, I've been doing a lot of SMZ3 stuff lately.
And then I'm trying to remember if I've ever seen you do Z2 at all, but I know
No.
eatmysteel has dabbled with that one, and some Dragon Warrior Randomizer.
I don't dabble with that. I've been messing with Z3, SMZ3, and then Z1.
Okay, and then Steel, are you still doing the Super Metroid Zelda one? They do like 1 race a week.
We were doing Z1M1.
That one.
We've had that on pause for a little while. We just had a YOLO tournament, which is our main arcade game tournament. That just wrapped up.
Oh yeah, the one with pig bowling.
Yeah, there's always a pig game in it. It's awesome. So that just wrapped up. So we kind of had that on pause. We probably after this tournament, we'll probably get back into Z1M1 again. I wouldn't mind getting back into the DWR. Dragon Warrior is fun, and I've also dabbled in the Final Fantasy 1 rando, which is I have a blast with. That game is really fun.
I've also dabbled with the Z1M1 also. I do enjoy that.
Well, there you go. Maybe there'll be some weekly races popping up soon, Vincent.
Yep.
Get in on the weeklies, man.
I'll try as long as my work schedule allows me.
Once we get them up and going again.
Yeah. But all right, guys, I'll go ahead and ask if anybody has any final thoughts on the seed or the tournament in general.
Thank goodness to my remorse flag. If my remorse flag was not... if I didn't have my remorse flag, I felt like I would have been destroyed to seed. Having to manage bombs so much, fighting bomb droppers.
I would have had the same remorse flag. That was a good one to choose. And you know, early on, I kind of even forgot about it, and I was killing stuff. I was like, oh, see if this drops bombs. It's like, oh yeah, I don't need to do that. What am I doing?
No, you don't need to. I turned that off so we can just know who our bomb droppers are and know what count we're on. Don't worry about anything else.
Feels so nice.
Yep, feels very nice.
All right, guys, I'll go ahead and say GG's again, and good luck to Steel moving forward. A big thanks to, and of course, Vincent, this was great. I mean, we've missed having you around in the commentary, so hopefully your work schedule is going to let up a little bit soon.
Thank you very much.
But all right, we'll say a big thank you to MX Allen for doing our tracking in the background, and a big thank you to Magic Friends for letting me join him for this lovely and wonderful Heart Shuffle Shapes extravaganza.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. Our next race is tomorrow at 3 p.m. CD, you'll be back in the booth to cast for Potato Pony and Zarnax, correct?
I will, and I'm going to be joined by BSMix77. He's been a long time lurker in a lot of different Zelda streams, so it should be a good time.
That's going to be a good race.
Oh yeah, I mean the last one was really close too. So I'm just hoping for another one like that, basically. But all right, guys, everybody have a great night, and we will see you later.
Have a good night, friends.